God Talk Unfiltered.
Thank you. Well, I can't follow gas is God, so I apologize. But I love the imaginary friend question. So I was 4 years old when my little brother was born, so I didn't really need an imaginary friend. That's all I can remember. But my parents told me, I don't remember this, that I did have an imaginary friend before Bud was born, because I had no one to play with. That's why they had Bud. And they love him. But for me, really. So, and so this imaginary friend was just the friend behind the door. Not even creative enough to give him a name. But to me, perfect sense. But my parents were very creeped out. Like, why? Grace, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just hanging out with them behind the door. And they're like, why would you do this? It was in the front, like by the front door. And that's just where my imaginary friend was. But then, like I said, Bud came along, no need for an imaginary friend. But as I was thinking about this, because, I know about the questions beforehand. And so I've been thinking about this and imaginary friends. And I'm like, I wish I would have had one. Because I hear my mom talk about her imaginary friends and get a little jealous. And so I was thinking about this and kind of arrived on kind of like unsettling thought that while I had an imaginary friend when I was a little kid, then didn't. As an adult, I kind of do, not in like a beautiful mind way, but in the inner thoughts that asshole who keeps talking to me and telling me what I can and can't do. My imaginary friend's a dick. I don't like this person. And so I think about, okay, well, Grace, how did you get this person that didn't just spring up? Because I was really happy kid. I had my little brother as my friend. I had a lot of good friends. But then you think about things that sort of add up over the years. So I can remember being like 5 or 6 and being really good friends with these 2 little girls and being so excited that I made new friends. And then I don't know what I did, but suddenly they started making fun of me. And I don't remember why, but they just clumped together and started pointing at me and making fun of me. And I still don't know. I'm 32 and I'm still like, what did I do? So that stuck in there. So that added to my current imaginary friend. Then I get into 4th grade and 5th grade. And a popular girl comes to school, and I want her to be my friend so bad. And actually, she was. She was my friend. And then the people who were her friends did not like me. And I stopped being her friend because her friends weren't very nice to me. Then I get into middle school, and I'm rejected because I have chicken legs. Who gets made fun of for being skinny? But yeah, I'm stupid because middle schools they're mean. Got made fun of for that. Got made fun of for glasses and braces, which I now realize literally everyone had. But so again, just sort of keeps picking at my self-worth. High school was pretty good, but of course there were cliques that I was left out of. College was doing pretty good, and then hit senior year and did not get into the grad schools that I wanted. Didn't get into any program that was any good. Got into one and was like, woo, I got in, and then went there and they said, yeah, like 1/3 of our students graduate. I'm like, well, that's a crummy rating. Like, I don't want to go here. So I started to feel worse. To live with my parents, who I love, started to feel worse. And yeah, so did they, exactly. So all of this just sort of adds up. And now here I am at 32 years old, and I am hearing constant, you should be doing this. Why aren't you doing this? You actually can't do this. Stop, don't even try. You'll never be able to do that. And it is constant. And I just wish so badly for my friend behind the door who, while creepy, didn't say that stuff to me. Like, was a creepy guy, but didn't say that to me. And so I think that our experiences over time add up to be sort of this imaginary thing in our heads. And full faith in God, know God loves me. And yet sometimes that just doesn't feel like enough because that voice is so loud. So just wanted to share that. Thanks.